Hello, I'm Paul Rutledge with Campus Cloud Services. I want to thank you for taking time watching this recording today. The focus of this video is to provide an overview of our student information systems and to drill more specifically into common pain points experienced by administrators when using technology in their professional lives. From experience, meeting with prospective institutions like yours, we have found that most questions and concerns revolve around ease of use, of course, is the first impression everybody gets. Documenting all aspects of student interactions is the second. Connectivity and automation to other technology support applications is important consideration. And of course, reporting, operational metrics like student success, being primarily driven by compliance reporting, whether it's state accreditation or federal. This video's topic is a review of how our SIS supports an easy-to-use and navigate interface. Having a user-friendly method to answer questions or access information is an important consideration in your daily role. A frequent question is it easy to navigate? Is it user-friendly? Is it intuitive? So let me show you that with our basic setup. We build a domain under your specific URL with your specific branding. So when anybody in your organization, whether it's a professor, an administrator, or a student logs in, they will be thinking they're logging into your own domain or your own instance. Okay, we will set that up with the implementation with a .cloud address. Okay, they'll anybody that logs in uses a username and password, and they'll get to their profile saved landing page. In this case, I'm logged in as an admissions role. So my dashboard supports the enrollment management process. Okay. On the left side will be actions required. This is where any new prospective students or applicants will display. Okay. In the center are scheduled to-dos like phone calls or meetings for follow-up. Underneath that are scheduled communications that are things that are scheduled to go out, whether they're text messages or emails. They are listed here. We like colors because colors help us see how well we're doing. Like red means I'm past due. You can see I'm not really good at following up on my overdue items. Everything's overdue on my scheduled to-dos. But greens means it's scheduled for the future. There's also a great administrative function so that let's say your head of admissions can look at all of your admissions reps or all of your department employees and drill into their specific dashboards, or look at all of the different dashboards just by changing a selection button on the top of that menu. So this gives you a good insight into the actual dashboard of what, let's say, an admissions role would be. But if you're a registrar or your financial aid, you come to a different dashboard or view based upon how you want to first interact with the instance, with the system. On the top of the browser page are a series of menus. So in this case, this is my admissions menu. It shows you the setup and general access availability for the people in the admissions process. Of course, it'll be depending on your security profile and your level of accessibility, you'll only see options that are available to your role as defined in your credential setup. So sensitive data like the social security number, access to financial aid, or other sensitive information, you don't want to generally give that to everybody in the process. So this is the admissions options and setups menu. The next one over shows you the academic. So this is where you can set up your courses, your programs, your terms, your degrees, access general registrar functions, scheduling students, drilling into the actual education process. The next menu option is, of course, financial aid. What sources of funding are available for that student, and those settings and the support functions for that role within your institution. The next option is, of course, how do you collect the money, accounts receivable. As an FYI, we support integration to your accounting software. Basically, the student receivables can be tracked within our system as a subsidiary ledger. And of course, coordinating that into your overall school accounting package is something that we will talk about when we get to the connectivity stage, because we do have the ability to connect with QuickBooks or most generally available accounting packages. Basically, you deal with student receivables in here, but your overall school accounting can be done in your school accounting software. Here is the reports menu. This is the last item on our agenda to talk about, but it shows you how we have reports from most of the organized departments organized by department, but reports available to support most of the functions, whether it's academics, admissions, financial aid. The whole student life cycle is supported with a robust report library. And of course, for the IT people in the world, the setups, the system maintenance, and some customization menu as well. This gives you an overall introduction to the navigation of our SIS. It's fairly intuitive. It's fairly easy to use. Another great feature is the upper right corner. It has a quick search box. Every browser page has this box in the upper right corner. So it's very helpful when life's interruptions, like students come in, or maybe even your boss coming to check your knowledge. You can easily type into that box information that you're using to identify who you're talking to or the record you want to access. It's a dynamic list that as you add keystrokes, it will then change on the right side the list of students potentially meeting those criteria.
Anything in there, name, address, telephone number, email. It searches the bio demo to find the people that meet your search criteria.
And it's color coded. If you're looking at that box, you can see the green student indicates that it's a current student. So it gives you a lot of clues to help you select into it. And like Dan said, it searches all the different fields. What's great about it is if you have a lot of Smiths coming up, are you the Smiths with this social security number or this phone number or this email address? And it even shows more than one email address, because you may give them a school email address, but you want to have also their personal email address. You can keep that information within the student record. But once you drill into the specific student that you want to open up and access all their data, all you have to do is click on the box on the right, and it will open up the student record. From here, you have access to everything you need to see relative to that student record. Like I said, it covers the full academic record and the full student life cycle. I want to thank you for taking your time watching this video. I hope the topic was helpful to your thought process. If you'd like to schedule a further conversation or schedule a deeper dive demonstration of our capabilities, feel free to contact me by phone or email. Again, thanks for investing your time, and have a great rest of the day.